Hello friends and welcome to Pilates Fusion, and we are going to start with a pelvis clock work. That's what you saw when you clicked on this video, and I believe I'm a big fan of pelvis clock work because it really helps and has helped me to untie my little junction with SI joint. Sometimes that gets a little stuck for me as I have aged, and I feel like it is a really good way to start any Pilates or yoga practices to make sure that there's a free, clear communication before I start our exercises together today. So maybe 2 blocks handy, or a pillow, or something that can support you under your head, and something that can support your hand and your lower leg as we're going to do our leg drops with a block. So let's start laying onto our backs and starting with our pelvis clock, and get ready for 12 and 6, which is first we lay nice and neutral onto the back and sacrum is down, hands are next to the hips, and then we'll use just the lower abs and engage the muscles around the deeper layers of the hips, lower abs, and rotators are with us, and not the glutes, not the hamstrings, not the quads, just the lower abs, getting to really scoop the belly, and then we'll come down to the tip of the tailbone. So we do the 12 o'clock spot, which is right below the belly button, and then the 6 o'clock spot, which is the tip of the tailbone, and 12 o'clock, lower abs, and 6 o'clock, and lower abdominals are at work the whole time, even when we extend away, and then do the scooping and the hollowing of the belly, the lower abs, full engagement, kind of asking for a little communication. And today maybe you would even like to do like a little hold on the scoop and a little hold on the extension and a little hold on the scoop, and really ignite those lower abdominal region muscles and activation center that supports us and supports the lower back. And we'll do another 4 here. 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. And then we'll come to neutral spine, lower back is slightly lifted. We'll come to 3 and 9, side of the hips, and engaging and waking up the diagonal transverse muscles and ligaments and tendons in the lower abdominal region, hip area, SI joint, lower back. It's like an untying of knots in the lower back. So when we do our core work, or if you are also on this channel for yoga practices, then it is a freer, clearer feeling for hips to be able to move after we have done pelvis clock. So we'll do another 4 here, another 3, another 2, and last 1, and then we'll come back to neutral. And today we scoop up to 12 o'clock, and then we'll go around the whole sacrum and tracing the 3 sides of our sacrum, and then we'll do the opposite direction, and we'll keep on doing clockwise and counterclockwise down to 6 o'clock and 3 and 12, and then we do opposite direction and moving about into the lower part of the body, and clockwise and counterclockwise, and the lower abs are very active. And we'll do 1 more. Lower abs are holding on the whole time, and then we'll come back to neutral spine and take a block between our inner knees, please. And we'll start with chest lifts, hands behind the head, elbows to the side, and we exhale up and inhale down. And today we see if we can do a little hold on the top and a little hold on the bottom, and we'll keep the head lifted off of the mat. Contract, hold, inhale and hold. Contract and hold, and inhale and hold. Exhale on the way out and inhale on the way down. And maybe there is a nice communication all the way down towards the lower abs, pubic bone, belly button, sternum, and the whole front region of our belly, and building our front support, building our strength to hold ourselves upright, building our strength for healthy digestion, and simply to really waken up our abdominals. And we'll do 2 more like this with a nice little hold on the top, and 1 more, and then we'll do 10 single lifts. So 10 here, and we keep the head lifted. 9, hold on to the abdominals the whole time, and exhale and inhale, and 6 more, squeeze the block, and 5 more, and 4 more, and 3 more, and 2 more. Hold it up and pulse it. Shoulder blades are lifted off of the mat. Squeeze the block. Hold the midline and pulse 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 for 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And we'll take it all the way back down, and elbows to the side. And then from here, we're going to keep lifting up to the center, to the left, center, right, center, down, center, right, center, left, center, down. So that means we're going to stay above the shoulder blades. So we lift and we turn and we lift and turn and lift and lower. And exhale, opposite direction, and hold, an opposite direction, and hold, and bring it back down. We lift to the left, to the center, to the right, to the center, and down. And to the center, to the right, to the center, to the left, to the center, and down. And to the center, to the left, to the center, to the right, to the center, and down. And again, center to the right, center to the left, and center and down. 2 more. Center to the left, center to the right, and center and down. Keep squeezing the block, knees straight up, center to the left, center to the right, and center and down. I think we have to do 2 to the right, center to the right, and center to the left, and center and down. And last one, center to the right, and center to the left, and center and down. And take a little pause, bring the block in, take the block between the behind the head this time around, and get yourself a nice, comfortable little pillow for your legs. Keep the other block handy by. First, we're going to take our hands, our thumbs underneath the sacrum, tip of the sacrum, and the fingers are fanning out to the side. Scoop the lower belly, stretch your legs up, point and flex your feet for a moment before we do our scissor work. Scoop the belly button in like you have that baby elephant on your belly. Circle your ankles, wake up out to the ankles and around, and then feet together. Scoop the belly and scissor your legs. Long legs. We're drawing a nice quadrant arch rainbow with both legs. And we have the head on the block to make sure that we are using our abdominals, scooping the abdominals in, and using the length of the legs to put traction onto our core. We'll do another 4, and then another 3, and then we're going to double pulse 2 more, and 1 more, and then we'll keep on going and double pulse and switch, and double pulse and switch, and double pulse and switch, double pulse, double pulse, double pulse, and double pulse, and double pulse, and double pulse, and 4 more, and 3 more. Scoop the belly, 2 more, keep scooping the belly. Last one, bring your knees into the chest. Take the block and push it away from your mat so your head is free and clear. Hands under the knees, rolling like a ball, and then we're going to come to some more leg drops. We'll do 5 rolling like a ball. Squeeze yourself in, lift your legs, and hold your legs in, and see if you can stay with your rib cage onto the quads, and rolling to the middle of the shoulder blades and back up, and have fun with it. Squeeze the front side and rolling to middle of shoulder blades. 2 more. See if it can be a nice smooth rolling on the whole spine, and slowly make your way back down, heels down, and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. And then we'll find the block and put it behind the head, and making sure ponytails are comfortable. So one block behind the head, or not, maybe you have your head on the floor. Take your left leg up and put your block on the anterior tibialis, and take your left hand on the block and then lift up your left leg at the same time. Scoop the belly, lower back is in the mat. The right arm is over the head if it's available, or down by the hip. And then from here, we're going to drop the left leg and lift it back up, and drop and lift it back up, and drop it and lift it back up, and drop and back up, and finding the lateral side of our abdominals. And then from here, we're going to flex down and point up, flex down, point up, flex down and point up. Vacuum suck the belly button. Keep the lower back scooped into the mat. Scoop the belly and extend the lower back. Press the block and the hand into each other. We'll do 4 more, and 3 more, and 2 more, and last one, and bring it all the way back up. Take your right arm and take your legs down for a moment, and then we'll come to the second side. Left leg up, put the block onto your left anterior tibialis area. So it's not on the bone necessarily, it's on the side of the thicker area on the muscle. Right hand onto the block and right leg up. Take your left arm over or have it next to you on the hip, and then we're going to drop down and bring it back up, and press the block, scoop the belly button, and press the block and scoop the belly button, and press the block and scoop the belly button. And then from here, we're going to flex the foot down and point it back up, and flex down and point up, and flex down and point up, and flex and point, and flex and point, and flex and point. 4 more. Reach that left arm, reach the right leg, and 2 more. Flex and point, and last one. And then we'll take it back to the side with the block, lifting the block over to the side. Take the block by the head away as well, and off they go to the side, hands under the knees, and we roll our way up. And now we'll do 5 rolls with our hands onto the front of the shins. If that's not comfortable, please do take your hands, of course, underneath the knees. But let's see how it feels to take the hands middle, shin, ankle, somewhere around there. Snug our way in, point the toes, squeeze yourself into a little small, tight ball, and we'll do 5 rolls, and then we move in to our series of 5. And we roll down, middle of shoulder blades, and back up. Squeeze the side of the waist the whole time. Everything into the bones. 2 more. Rolling and back up. And 1 more. Exhale and inhale. Make your way up. And then from here, you can bring your block back for your head if you would like, or you can keep the block to the side. Left hand inside of the right leg and the right hand on the outside. And then we roll down, leave shoulder blades lifted, double pulse. Double pulse, series of 5. Double pulse, and 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 double pulse. Both legs in, double knee extension, squeeze, and extend, and squeeze, empty the air, and extend out. Feet together, legs together, squeeze, and extend, and circle arms, squeeze, and extend, and 2 more. Lower back stays onto the back, chin is tucked in. 1 more, and squeeze and extend, and then right leg up, single leg stretches, double pulse, double pulse, double pulse, double pulse. Lower back is in the mat, and double pulse, and double pulse, and 2 more, and 1 more. And then we'll take hands behind the head, elbows towards the front, double leg drops, lower back stays in the mat, double leg drops, and back up, and dropping the legs, back up, and dropping, and back up, and drop, and back up. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lengthen on the way out. The last one. Exhale, and then we'll bend the knees and come to bicycle, opposite arm, opposite knee. I like to try to aim my elbow for the outside of the knee. And do your best to lift your shoulder blades off of the mat. And we go for a little bike ride. And we'll take another 10 here, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4 more, and 3 more. Last 2, and last 1. Bring the knees into the chest, hands under the knees, roll yourself up, and let's turn over and come for forearm cobra with her forearms down, and untuck the toes for now and lengthen. And then we'll see how it feels to get into forearm plank from here. Long legs, long feet and toes. Then we're going to pull the belly button in and lift up, and long legs behind us. And exhale, bringing it back down. And we'll do it 2 more times. And press the tops of the feet, vacuum suck the belly button, and lift up. And stay for 3 breaths. Bind the front side together. And exhale, come back down. And extend, maybe tuck the toes under for your bottom of the feet like mine. And then 1 more. Press forearms, press the tops of the feet. Pull the belly button in. And exhale and inhale. And slowly take it all the way back down. And come to the belly, the forehead. Tuck the toes, tabletop. Arch the belly to the sky. Hands down, knees down, toes are tucked. Expand back body. From here, come to elephant pose, which is feet walked in slightly compared to down dog. And second finger forward, palms and feet down, and pull the belly button in. Extend the back body, chin in. Heels down. And then we'll step the feet back and pedal into a down dog. Right side, left side. And come down onto your knees. And we are complete for today's session number 7 in a 30-day session of Pilates Fusion with Pelvic Clock to untie lower back and get stronger into our core. And I look forward to seeing you for our next session, number 8. And I hope you have a great time. Until then, please subscribe, drink an extra glass of water, and take a rest. Thank you so much.